Chosen one, listen closely. What I'm about to share isn't meant for every set of ears. Only those walking the razor's edge of divine purpose, only God's anointed warriors who've already chosen the narrow path, should remain in this frequency right now. If your spirit hasn't awakened yet, if you're not aligned with the Most High, these words will create discomfort in you, a resistance you won't be able to name. But if you truly are one of the chosen, you already feel it. Something inside you recognizes this moment as divinely orchestrated. There are no accidents in your reality. You were guided here because what follows will fundamentally shift how you understand your own presence and strengthen the foundation of your walk. Before we move deeper, chosen one, let me feel your presence here. Type 1 confirmation number in the comments. 777. Choose the one your spirit gravitates toward right now. And while you're in this space, make sure to subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, and share this transmission so it reaches the other chosen ones who desperately need it in this moment. Now pay close attention, because what I'm about to reveal will open your awareness to something occurring in your field every single day. Many of you have been sensing tension, resistance, or unusual energy emanating from the people in your workplace, and you've been questioning why. Today, chosen one, we're going to decode it all. Stay with me until the very end, because this message won't just explain what's unfolding around you. It will prepare you for what God is about to initiate in your life next. You carry an invisible radiance. Chosen one. There's something fundamental you must grasp about your own essence before anything in your external world will ever make complete sense. From the instant you cross a threshold into any space, there exists a spiritual frequency surrounding you that cannot be duplicated, cannot be manufactured, and cannot be extinguished. This is the invisible radiance of God. This radiance doesn't announce itself. It doesn't perform. And it never demands recognition. Yet it possesses enough power to transform the entire energetic field without you uttering a single syllable. People register your presence before their eyes land on you. They detect your energy signature before their heads turn in your direction. And this is precisely where envy is born. Most individuals in your orbit cannot articulate why they respond to you the way they do. They lack the spiritual vocabulary for what they're experiencing. They don't comprehend the divine anointing resting upon your shoulders. All they know is that the moment you materialize, something within their interior landscape feels suddenly exposed. Their unresolved insecurities, their wounds they've never addressed, their concealed agendas, and even their unacknowledged envy all rise to the surface because your frequency reveals what they've been desperately trying to bury. They experience a pressure in your vicinity, a wordless reminder that there exists a profound difference between authentically walking with God and merely pretending to walk with God. Your radiance does something to their spirit that they can't control. Chosen ones don't pursue validation, yet validation pursues you. You don't attempt to impress anyone, yet people observe every single thing you do. You don't hunger for attention, yet eyes magnetically turn toward your direction. This occurs because the spiritual dimension recognizes who you are long before the physical dimension has caught up. Your colleagues aren't reacting to your professional title, your personality traits, or your skill set. They're responding to the divine mark branded upon your existence. Even if they have no relationship with God, they sense something sacred radiating from your core, and that sensation alone creates unease in them. There's also an inherent authority you embody. It manifests in how you move through space, how you process information, how you maintain composure when others are spiraling into panic, and how you carry yourself with dignity even when pressure is crushing down on you. People with wounded, insecure spirits don't possess the capacity to handle that kind of silent strength. It agitates them because they've invested their entire lives attempting to earn respect through external validation. Yet you receive it without any effort whatsoever. They've tried desperately to project confidence, yet your confidence flows from a dimension deeper than surface performance, a spiritual wellspring they cannot access. Chosen one, your mere presence compels others to confront their own reflection. When they witness how grounded you remain, they're forced to face how unstable they actually feel. When they observe your faith, they feel the weight of their doubt. When they witness your wisdom, they feel the confusion clouding their own minds. When they observe your purpose, they feel the absence of it in their own lives. Jealousy is simply the inevitable result of people measuring their internal void against your spiritual abundance. You might believe you're not doing anything extraordinary. Perhaps you're simply trying to fulfill your responsibilities, maintain your peace, and mind your own business. But even in your quietness, God speaks through your presence. Even in your stillness, your spirit creates seismic shifts in the room. Even when exhaustion weighs on you or you feel invisible, your radiance is still burning brighter than you consciously realize. That's why people stare at you without understanding their own compulsion. That's why they speak your name in whispers when they believe you can't hear. That's why they track your every movement as though they're conducting a study. They sense something holy that was never deposited into them. Many of your colleagues have attempted to decode you. Some conclude you're too peaceful. Others decide you're too focused. Some wonder how you maintain such groundedness, how you stay so protected, how you don't collapse under pressure the way they do. What eludes their understanding is that God forged you long before you stepped into that workplace. Your strength didn't originate from the job itself. It originated from the journey that preceded it. Your wisdom was birthed from your battles. Your patience was cultivated during your wilderness seasons, and your radiance came from surviving experiences that would have annihilated someone else. This is why envy follows your footsteps. Your colleagues see the glow emanating from you, but they have no knowledge of the story that created it. They see the elevation you've reached, but they remain ignorant of the suffering that sculpted it. They see the wisdom you possess, but they don't know about the isolation that taught it. They see the strength you embody, but they don't know about the nights you wept and cried out to God. People become envious of what their eyes can perceive, but they will never envy what you had to survive to become this. Understand this, chosen one. Your radiance isn't accidental, it's intentional. God embedded it within you as evidence of your purpose. And wherever divine purpose manifests, envy will inevitably rise in response. Not because you're attempting to compete with anyone, but because your spirit naturally reveals the truth of who others are, and simultaneously reveals who they are not. You were never designed to disappear into the background. You were designed to illuminate. This is the foundational reason why jealousy encircles you in the workplace. Not because you're performing too much, but because your very existence carries too much spiritual gravity for wounded souls to process. And the more you expand, the brighter you become. The brighter you become, the more discomfort insecure spirits will experience. But don't allow that to diminish your radiance. God positioned you there for a specific reason, and your presence alone constitutes part of your assignment. There's an invisible conflict unfolding in your workplace. Chosen one. Now that you understand the radiance within you, it's time to examine what's happening around you because of it. Many of you have been engaged in a silent battle without even recognizing it. You enter your workplace believing you're simply there to complete your tasks, earn your income, and maintain your spiritual focus. But in truth, you're stepping onto a spiritual battlefield that's disguised as an office, a retail floor, a classroom, or wherever you perform your work. The people surrounding you might be displaying smiles, but their spirits are broadcasting a completely different message. Their mouths might be speaking casually, but their hearts are transmitting something else entirely. There's an invisible war occurring every single day, and you feel it even when you try to dismiss it. You feel it in their stares. You feel it in the atmospheric shift. You feel it in the sudden silence that descends when you enter a space. You feel it in the hollow compliments that don't align with their energetic signature. You feel it in their obsessive monitoring of your every action. This isn't your imagination playing tricks. This is spiritual sensitivity. When you walk with God, you sense things before they materialize. You detect intentions before they're articulated. You absorb the energy of any space the instant you step inside. Your colleagues sense your spiritual authority, and because they cannot replicate it, they respond with silent antagonism. They won't challenge you openly because deep in their knowing, they recognize they cannot win that confrontation. Instead, they select subtle strategies. They manufacture distance. They offer you abbreviated responses. They exclude you from dialogues. They pretend they don't hear you. They perform excessive cheerfulness in front of you, but their faces register irritation the moment you turn away. These aren't random behavioral patterns. They're spiritual reactions. There are individuals in your workplace who are competing with you without your conscious awareness. You're not attempting to overshadow anyone, but they are perpetually comparing themselves to you. They observe how you handle assignments, how you communicate with others, how you navigate space, how you maintain calm under pressure, and how effortlessly gifted you are in areas where they struggle. Every small victory you experience registers as a devastating loss to them. Every compliment directed toward you registers as a threat to their identity. Every moment you naturally stand out registers as a personal assault on their ego. And here's what makes it strange. You're not even trying to stand out. That's precisely what frustrates them most intensely. You excel simply by being authentic. You attract favor without forcing anything. You move with grace without performing. Your spiritual nature radiates even when you have no intention for it to. The jealousy you encounter doesn't stem from what you possess. It stems from who you are. It stems from the aura enveloping you, the calmness you embody, the strength that emanates from your spirit. Even during your most challenging days, your colleagues may have no understanding of God, but they absolutely understand energy. And your energy disrupts everything they've constructed their identity upon. There's also an invisible fear that shadows your presence. People fear what they cannot dominate. They fear what they cannot manipulate. They fear what they cannot influence. You walk differently. You think differently. You speak with clarity. And your intuition is so razor sharp that people feel completely exposed in your vicinity. They don't comprehend how you always see through the manufactured smiles, the hidden agendas, the political maneuvering, the whispered gossip. They wonder how you know, how you sense, how you discern. They don't realize it isn't you. performing this discernment. It's the Spirit of God moving through you. This is why they attempt to conceal things from you. They attempt to exclude you from certain conversations. They become secretive when you walk past. They become cautious with their word choices when you enter the space. They're terrified that their true intentions might be revealed in your presence. They can deceive everyone else, but they cannot deceive a chosen one. Your presence exposes truth even when you remain completely silent. Some colleagues will deliberately go out of their way to test you. They might attempt to overwhelm you with an excessive workload, hoping you'll fracture. They might attempt to challenge your ideas, hoping you'll stumble. They might attempt to minimize your contributions, hoping others won't recognize your worth. And yet, every single time you rise above it with effortless grace, every attempt they make to destabilize you only reveals your resilience. Every trap they construct only exposes their own weakness. Every time they anticipate your failure, you end up demonstrating strength they didn't know existed in you. There's also a form of invisible mimicry that occurs around chosen ones. Your colleagues observe you intensely, then attempt to replicate your mannerisms, your concepts, and your way of operating. They try to speak like you, dress like you, organize their work like you, or duplicate your approach to assignments. But regardless of how intensely they try, the vibration is never identical because the gift was never deposited into them. They can copy your external actions, but they cannot copy your spirit. And this failure to replicate you only amplifies their frustration and jealousy. You might also notice that people who were once friendly become distant without any explanation. They stop initiating greetings. They stop engaging with you. They avoid eye contact. They don't smile as frequently. They appear uncomfortable in your vicinity. This is the spiritual discomfort that jealousy manufactures. Your elevation, your expansion, your peace, it all exposes their stagnation. It makes them feel inadequate even when you're not trying to make them feel anything whatsoever. This emotional discomfort transforms into internal resentment, and that resentment transforms into silent hostility. But here's the truth, chosen one. The invisible war isn't evidence that you are weak. It's evidence that you are spiritually powerful. You were positioned in that environment not to blend in, but to stand in stark contrast. You are a mirror that reveals truth. You are a radiance that exposes darkness. You are a reminder of what they could become if they aligned with God. And for some people, that reminder is too excruciating to face. Their jealousy doesn't reflect your deficiencies. It reflects their spiritual bankruptcy. This invisible war isn't designed to break you. It's designed to prepare you. God allows you to witness people's true nature so you won't be blindsided when He elevates you. Every strange interaction, every cold glance, every whispered remark, every moment of tension, it's all part of the spiritual training program. You're being taught how to discern, how to endure, how to listen without absorbing, and how to observe without reacting. You're learning how to move with wisdom, how to stay anchored, and how to rise above battles that were never yours to engage with. The invisible war is absolutely real, chosen one. But so is your protection. So is your strength. So is your purpose. And as you continue to expand, the jealousy you encounter will only serve as confirmation of the spiritual power residing within you. You possess divine capabilities that trigger envy. Chosen one. Now we descend deeper into the truth. Many of you have been questioning why the reactions you receive from your colleagues feel so amplified, so emotionally charged, so seemingly irrational at times. You might have attempted to make logical sense of it, but jealousy isn't born in the realm of logic. It's born in the realm of spirit. And the reason people around you become jealous so rapidly is because of the divine capabilities God embedded within you. Capabilities they cannot access, cannot comprehend, and cannot replicate regardless of how desperately they try. Let's begin with the most potent gift you carry, your intuition. Chosen ones perceive beyond the surface layer. You're able to sense when something is misaligned before anyone else detects it. You absorb people's intentions without being told explicitly. You recognize patterns, concealed motives, and energy shifts instantaneously. To your colleagues, it feels as though you can read the contents of their minds. They don't understand how you always seem to know the truth before it becomes visible to others. Your intuition exposes the darkness dwelling in others, and nothing triggers jealousy more intensely than being truly seen by someone you cannot deceive. Then there's your discernment. Discernment isn't intellectual intelligence. It's a spiritual gift that allows you to separate truth from deception, light from shadow, sincerity from manipulation. You cannot be tricked easily. You cannot be led astray by honeyed words or empty promises. This frustrates people who depend on deception to survive in the workplace environment. It confuses those who are accustomed to gaining power through manipulation tactics. Your ability to see through illusions threatens their entire operational system. When someone cannot manipulate you, they begin to fear you. When they fear you, they begin to resent you, and that resentment crystallizes into jealousy. Chosen ones also embody a natural creative force. This isn't about artistic talent. This is about innovation, divine inspiration, and problem-solving capabilities that flow directly from God. You perceive solutions where others perceive only obstacles. You bring clarity where others manufacture confusion. Your ideas carry wisdom that transcends your chronological age and accumulated experience. People often wonder how you generate thoughts that appear so simple yet carry such profound weight. They don't realize your creativity flows from a spiritual wellspring, not from human effort. And when they compare their limited thinking to your expansive vision, jealousy multiplies rapidly. Another capability that triggers envy is your inner fortitude. You have survived storms that others couldn't even imagine. You have walked through seasons of isolation, betrayal, loss, and spiritual warfare. Yet you still stand. You still rise. You still shine. Your colleagues observe your strength and assume your life has been effortless. They have absolutely no idea that your resilience was forged inside fire. They envy the strength, but would crumble under the experience that constructed it. They observe your calmness and wonder why nothing appears to shake you. They don't understand that your anchor is God Himself. Your colleagues also envy your spiritual peace. When everyone else is stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, you remain grounded. You breathe differently. You carry yourself with serenity even when the environment is chaotic. This peace isn't passive, it's powerful. It flows from the profound connection you maintain with the Most High. People feel this peace when they stand in proximity to you, and instead of being inspired by it, many become jealous. Why? Because they don't know how to attain it. They don't know the God who granted it to you. They don't know the battles you won to preserve it. All they see is someone who appears unbothered while they're drowning in their own internal storms. And here's what most people don't understand about this frequency you carry. What we've explored today barely touches the surface of how consciousness operates through divine transmission. If you're feeling called to understand the complete framework behind how your energy affects reality itself, I've written a comprehensive guide called Beyond the Frequencies, a quantum guide to consciousness mastery. It maps out the 9 master frequencies and shows you how to move from unconsciously broadcasting survival patterns to consciously transmitting your highest truth. It's linked in the pinned comment below. Then we have your moral clarity. Chosen ones naturally lean toward righteousness. You speak truth even when it's inconvenient. You stand up for what's right even when others stay silent. You do not compromise your integrity, and this alone can ignite jealousy. People who cut corners, gossip, manipulate, and lie for professional advancement cannot tolerate the presence of someone who refuses to participate in their darkness. Your purity exposes their corruption. Your ethics shine a spotlight on their dishonesty. Your honesty makes their hidden behavior feel unbearable. Instead of transforming themselves, they become envious of the purity you carry effortlessly. Your energy also carries authority. This isn't the authority of a professional position. This is spiritual authority. When you speak, people listen. When you walk into a space, the energy shifts. When conflict arises, others look to you for stability. You don't demand leadership. Yet people feel compelled to follow you. This is the anointing resting on your life, the mark of chosen ones who are guided, strengthened, and elevated by God. This authority makes insecure people feel diminished. They don't understand why people admire you, respect you, or seek your guidance. They don't understand why your presence alone appears to calm chaos. This unexplainable authority sparks envy because it cannot be earned through external achievements. It is a gift that was given. Many of you also carry an unusual luminosity. It's not purely physical, it's spiritual. Your face radiates differently. Your eyes reveal depth, wisdom, and purity. You carry an aura that attracts attention without trying. People stare at you because your presence feels familiar to their soul, but foreign to their ego. They admire you and envy you simultaneously. Some are drawn to you while others are intimidated by you. The radiance you carry awakens something in people, and not everyone is ready to face that awakening. Chosen one. If you're feeling these words resonate deeply within your spirit, let me know you're present and receiving this transmission. Comment one number again as confirmation. 737, 333, 999. 666 or 444. Choose whichever one speaks to your spirit in this moment. Take a moment and comment below with this phrase, "I am walking in my divine authority." This isn't casual interaction. This is an energetic declaration. This is your signal to the field that you're consciously interrupting the loop. Now, another capability you possess that triggers jealousy is your capacity to elevate others. When you speak, you inspire transformation. When you help, you uplift consciousness. When you give advice, people feel fundamentally changed. Even without trying, you make people better simply by existing in their field. Your colleagues notice how others naturally gravitate toward you for wisdom or encouragement, and this creates deep insecurity in them. They want to be admired the way you are, but admiration rooted in authenticity cannot be manufactured through performance. Finally, chosen one. Your destiny triggers jealousy. Even if you haven't reached your full purpose yet, people sense the trajectory you're on. Your future speaks louder than your present circumstances. Your colleagues can feel that you are meant for more, meant for higher dimensions, meant for greater impact. And this terrifies those who have no vision for their own life trajectory. They fear that one day you will outgrow them, surpass them, or rise in ways they never could. Their jealousy isn't about your current life. They are jealous of your potential that's already visible in the quantum field. All these divine capabilities, intuition, discernment, creativity, peace, strength, purity, authority, and destiny, create a spiritual atmosphere around you that naturally intimidates wounded souls. You don't need to announce who you are. You don't need to prove anything. Your gifts speak louder than any words could. And because they originate from God, they cannot be copied, stolen, or diminished. This is why your colleagues react the way they do. They're battling jealousy because they are spiritually outmatched. They feel like they're competing with someone who isn't even competing with them. They're comparing themselves to someone who is simply walking in divine purpose. And no matter how desperately they try, they cannot understand, imitate, or destroy what God placed inside you. If this message is landing in your spirit, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps this frequency reach other chosen ones who need to hear it. You face emotional and spiritual attacks. Chosen one, now that you understand the radiance within you and the divine capabilities that trigger envy, it's time to uncover something even deeper. What jealousy transforms into when people allow their insecurities to grow unchecked. You have probably already felt it. You have sensed it in their energy field, seen it in their behavioral patterns, and experienced it in ways that left you confused initially. But confusion dissolves when spiritual understanding enters. What you face in the workplace is not normal conflict. It is spiritual warfare disguised as human behavior. Jealousy does not remain silent for extended periods. When people cannot match your radiance, they begin to attack it. Not always openly, not always aggressively, but always intentionally. Their spirit feels threatened, and instead of healing their insecurities, they attempt to dim your glow. This is when emotional and spiritual attacks commence. You will notice the first form of attack through subtle behaviors. Small things that appear harmless on the surface, but carry heavy spiritual weight. A colleague who used to greet you no longer looks in your direction. Someone who once acted friendly suddenly becomes curt with you. Conversations halt when you walk into the space. People who never paid attention to you now monitor your every move. None of this is random occurrence. These behaviors are the external expression of internal resentment. Another common attack arrives through gossip. Jealousy needs an outlet, and gossip is the quickest weapon insecure people reach for. They whisper about your work, your character, your intentions, even your personality. They twist your actions into something negative. They paint you as a threat because your existence threatens their sense of importance. They want others to perceive you the way they perceive you, through a lens of insecurity. But gossip can never destroy what God has constructed. It only exposes the spiritual immaturity of those who spread it. Sometimes the attacks manifest in the form of sabotage. A task you completed mysteriously disappears. Someone delays your progress intentionally. Someone claims credit for your ideas. Someone provides you with incorrect information deliberately. They want to witness you stumble because your success reminds them of their stagnation. They believe that if they can slow you down, they will finally feel like they've caught up. But they don't realize that chosen ones don't move according to human timing. You move according to divine timing, and no sabotage can interfere with God's blueprint. You may also experience emotional attacks aimed at fracturing your confidence. They may make passive-aggressive comments about your work. They may question your abilities in front of others. They may dismiss your ideas, ignore your suggestions, or pretend they don't hear your voice. All of this is designed to weaken you emotionally because jealousy cannot tolerate confidence. Jealous spirits are perpetually trying to plant seeds of doubt in chosen ones. They want you to question yourself because they know you are powerful when you stand in certainty. But what many chosen ones don't realize is that behind these emotional attacks lies a spiritual assignment. Jealousy creates openings for dark energies to operate through insecure people. These individuals become vessels for negativity without even knowing it consciously. Spirits of envy, competition, resentment, and bitterness use them to target you. This is why their actions sometimes feel strangely coordinated. Even people who don't know each other may behave towards you in the same hostile manner. It isn't them alone. It's the spiritual influence working through them. This is why the attacks feel so draining at times. You're not just dealing with people. You're battling unseen forces. You're fighting to protect your peace from spiritual projections. You're holding your ground while someone else's spiritual emptiness attempts to pull you down. Chosen one, understand this clearly. The spiritual attacks against you are proof of your anointing. Darkness does not fight what does not threaten it. The only reason these energies come after you is because they recognize the power God placed within you. Another form of attack chosen ones face is isolation. You may suddenly find yourself excluded from conversations, meetings, or group activities. Co-workers may intentionally avoid interacting with you or fail to acknowledge your contributions. This isolation is designed to make you feel alone and unsupported. But what they don't realize is that chosen ones do their best work in isolation. God uses solitude not to punish you, but to sharpen you. While they think they are isolating you socially, God is positioning you spiritually. You may also face attacks on your emotional sensitivity. Chosen ones feel deeply. You absorb energy shifts quickly, and jealous people often use emotional manipulation to attempt to destabilize you. They may act cold one day and overly warm the next. They may give mixed signals or switch behaviors suddenly. These emotional fluctuations are attempts to confuse your spirit, but once you recognize the pattern, you begin to see it for what it actually is. Spiritual turbulence caused by your presence. There's also the attack of imitation. Some colleagues will copy everything you do, not because they admire you, but because they want to claim credit for what you carry. They watch you closely so they can imitate your ideas, your style, your work habits, or even your tone. But imitation without spiritual foundation always collapses. They can copy your methods, but they cannot replicate your anointing. That inability to match your authenticity frustrates them profoundly, and that frustration becomes resentment. Then there are the energy attacks. Those moments when you walk into a space and suddenly feel heavy, exhausted, or uncomfortable. You may feel drained after talking to certain people or sitting near certain colleagues. This is not your imagination. These are spiritual attacks disguised as emotional discomfort. You are absorbing the jealousy, envy, and negativity projected towards you. That is why it is essential for chosen ones to protect their energy field. Pray consistently and maintain spiritual boundaries. But let me assure you, chosen one, none of these attacks can destroy you. They may irritate you, frustrate you, or confuse you at times, but they cannot break you. The spiritual protection surrounding you is far stronger than the attacks against you. God did not choose you to be defeated. He chose you to endure. Every attack is permitted only because it strengthens your discernment, deepens your wisdom, and prepares you for greater elevation. The emotional attacks teach you how to stay grounded. The spiritual attacks teach you how to recognize darkness. The isolation teaches you how to stand alone. The sabotage teaches you how to rely on God. The gossip teaches you how to remain silent while God fights your battles. Everything that is happening to you is shaping you into the spiritual warrior God designed you to be. And here's the truth you must remember. Your colleagues are not your real enemies. They are simply vessels being used by spiritual forces that cannot stand your radiance. The true battle is not physical. It is spiritual. And you were built for this. You were chosen for this. God gave you the strength to endure these attacks because He knows what He placed within you. Soon you will look back and realize that every attack was a confirmation of your purpose, not an obstacle to it. You will see that jealousy was the proof of your destiny, not a limitation to your journey. And you will understand why God allowed you to face spiritual warfare in a place that seemed ordinary. Because your calling has never been ordinary. Drop a comment below and share one moment when you recognized someone's jealousy for what it truly was, a confirmation of your divine calling. Your story might be the validation another chosen one needs to hear today. God elevates you above their jealousy. Chosen one, now that we have uncovered the roots of jealousy and the forms of attack you face, it's time to shift your focus upward. Because no matter how much darkness surrounds you, you must never forget who walks with you: God Himself. And when God's hand is on your life, no amount of jealousy, gossip, sabotage, or spiritual warfare can stop your elevation. You were not chosen to remain at the level where others want to contain you. You were chosen to rise. Elevation is not something you fight for. It is something God places upon you. And often before God elevates you, He reveals the hearts of the people around you. That is why you see jealousy. That is why you feel resistance. That is why certain colleagues cannot stand your presence. God is showing you who cannot accompany you to the next level. He is separating you before He promotes you. He is exposing unhealthy connections before He blesses you with greater responsibility. Many of you wonder why you feel so isolated at work, why no one supports you, why people treat you strangely. But this is divine protection. God removes the comfort of the crowd so you learn to depend entirely on Him. Jealousy is simply the tool He uses to push you into spiritual independence. While others gossip behind your back, God prepares a table before you. While they underestimate you, God positions you. While they attempt to dim your radiance, God intensifies it. Their jealousy is not a weapon against you. It is a stepping stone beneath you. Chosen one, understand this. God elevates you in silence. While your colleagues are busy watching you, competing with you, or plotting against you, God is quietly opening portals they will never see coming. You may feel overlooked by people, but you are never overlooked by heaven. When God decides it is time for you to rise, nothing can stop it. Not jealousy, not envy, not hate, not spiritual attacks, not human limitations. You are covered by a power no workplace can contain. One of the ways God elevates you is through divine favor. Favor is not earned through performance. It is granted. It shows up without warning. It places your name in spaces you've never entered. It aligns you with opportunities that others have been chasing for years. Your colleagues may work harder, but you work with God. And that partnership cannot be matched. That is why things seem to fall into place for you. That is why solutions appear for you with minimal effort. That is why people suddenly become supportive of you even when they don't fully understand why. Favor surrounds you like a shield, and jealous spirits cannot penetrate it. Another way God elevates you is through wisdom. The jealousy you face becomes a spiritual training ground. You learn when to speak and when to remain silent. You learn who to trust and who to love from a distance. You learn how to observe without reacting. Every attack increases your discernment. Every setback strengthens your resilience. Every conflict teaches you how to navigate environments with grace and authority. You are being spiritually sharpened because greater responsibility requires greater wisdom. Your elevation begins internally before it manifests externally. Then comes separation. God separates you from people who would drain your energy, interfere with your purpose, or hinder your growth. You may lose friendships in the workplace. You may drift away from certain colleagues. You may find yourself staying quiet more often. You may prefer solitude even in social settings. This is not antisocial behavior. It is divine preservation. God removes distractions so you can hear Him clearly. Jealousy reveals who has access to your energy, and God uses that revelation to adjust your environment. If this content is touching something in you, if this frequency is resonating with your spirit, then I invite you to subscribe. Not just to this channel, but to this movement. Subscribe to stay in this frequency, to remain connected to this space where consciousness expands and truth is spoken without filter. This is a community of chosen ones recognizing each other across the digital field. Chosen one. One of the most powerful ways God elevates you is through peace. When your spirit remains calm while others are chaotic. When your heart remains pure while others are bitter. When your energy remains light while others are heavy. That is elevation. Peace is spiritual wealth. It cannot be bought, copied, or imitated. Many of your colleagues envy your peace more than your success. They crave the calmness you carry. They want the security you walk in. But peace is the reward of those who remain aligned with God. And because you carry this peace, you naturally rise above the emotional storms of others. God also elevates you by turning jealousy into clarity. When people show you who they truly are, you stop expecting loyalty from the wrong souls. You stop depending on people who cannot handle your growth. You stop sharing your ideas with those who secretly compete with you. You stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Jealousy teaches you to value yourself, protect your energy, and walk boldly in your truth. Without jealousy, many chosen ones would never realize how powerful they truly are. Another form of elevation comes through divine timing. God lifts you at moments that frustrate your enemies the most. While they are busy plotting your downfall, God is preparing your promotion. When they think they have you figured out, God surprises them. When they believe they can predict your path, God shifts it. The same people who envy you today will watch God bless you tomorrow, and they will have no choice but to witness it. This is how God elevates chosen ones, by making their success undeniable. Then God elevates you by strengthening your identity. You stop questioning yourself. You stop doubting your abilities. You stop apologizing for your gifts. You stop dimming your radiance. You begin to walk like someone who knows they are chosen. You speak with authority. You embody your purpose. And when this transformation happens, jealousy loses its power over you. Because you no longer seek approval from those who cannot increase your destiny. Chosen one. The attacks you face are not signs of weakness. They are signs of preparation. God is building you for places your colleagues cannot follow. He is shaping your character, purifying your spirit, and preparing your steps. What you face today is simply training for where you are going next. Do not let jealousy distract you. Do not let negativity discourage you. You are being lifted higher, quietly, steadily, divinely. And here is a truth many chosen ones forget. Elevation is uncomfortable. It stretches you, it isolates you, it exposes enemies you didn't know you had. It tests your patience, your faith, and your humility. But it also reveals your strength, your influence, your purpose, and your destiny. Every jealous person in your workplace is unknowingly confirming your calling. They see something in you that you are just beginning to recognize in yourself. Their envy is the echo of your divine identity. You are not in that workplace by accident. God positioned you there to shift the atmosphere, to plant seeds, to expose truth, and to prepare for bigger assignments. And as long as you remain aligned with Him, elevation is inevitable. They can talk about you, they can doubt you, they can misunderstand you, they can judge you, they can envy you, but they cannot stop what God is doing. The time is coming when God will elevate you so clearly that even those who hated you will be forced to acknowledge His hand upon your life. The time is coming when the very people who tried to sabotage you will watch you rise higher than they ever imagined. The time is coming when your peace will speak louder than their gossip, your success louder than their envy, and your radiance brighter than their darkness. Chosen one, keep walking, keep trusting, keep shining. God is preparing your elevation, and no jealousy can interfere with what heaven has written. A prophetic shift is coming into your life. Chosen one, now that you understand the forces working around you, it's time for you to hear what is coming next. Because everything you've been experiencing, every strange reaction, every jealous stare, every silent attack, every spiritual disturbance, has been preparing you for a prophetic shift. You are not meant to remain where you are. You are being moved, elevated, and transformed by divine design. And this next season of your life will reveal exactly why the warfare around you has been so intense. There is a shift happening in the spirit realm, and your soul can already feel it. You've been sensing a change coming even if you couldn't articulate it. You felt a pull, a stirring, a quiet inner knowing that something significant is aligning for you. This is not imagination. This is prophecy unfolding in real time. God is repositioning you. He is redirecting your steps. He is preparing you for blessings that require a new level of maturity, strength, and clarity. Many chosen ones do not realize that the jealousy they experience is often the first sign of elevation. When the enemy senses your next breakthrough, he uses people around you to create confusion and emotional pressure. Your colleagues are reacting to something they cannot see, but can absolutely feel. Your spirit is rising. Your energy is shifting. Your destiny is calling. And this spiritual movement disrupts those who are spiritually stagnant. The prophetic shift coming into your life begins with exposure. God is exposing the true intentions of the people around you, not to hurt you, but to protect you. Before He blesses you with more, He must remove those who cannot handle your next level. That is why you have witnessed people switch up, distance themselves, or reveal their jealousy. This exposure is cleansing your environment. God is removing hidden enemies, fake supporters, and jealous spirits so that nothing interferes with your breakthrough. The next phase of this shift is elevation without effort. You will notice that things begin to align for you effortlessly. Ideas come naturally. Opportunities find you. People begin to recognize your value without you having to prove yourself. Doors open simply because you walk toward them with faith. This is the divine acceleration that comes once God has cleared the path. What took others years will take you months. What drained others will flow easily for you. This is not luck. This is divine timing synchronized with your frequency. You will also experience a shift in your inner authority. Your confidence will grow stronger. Your voice will carry more weight. You will speak with clarity and boldness, not from ego, but from spiritual certainty. You will no longer shrink yourself to keep others comfortable. You will no longer hide your gifts to avoid triggering jealous spirits. You will walk in your identity as God's chosen with a quiet strength that can't be shaken. This internal shift is one of the most powerful aspects of your elevation. Another sign of the prophetic shift is the change in how people treat you. The same colleagues who ignored you, mocked you, or envied you will be forced to acknowledge your growth. Not because they want to, but because they will witness God's hand moving in your life. Some will become silent. Some will become distant. Some will attempt to come closer, hoping to gain from your rise. But you will discern every intention clearly. God is sharpening your discernment so that you give your energy only to those who deserve it. Chosen one, you will also notice a shift in your environment. The atmosphere around you will feel lighter. Tasks that once felt heavy will become easier. Toxic people will remove themselves without confrontation. New connections will find you naturally. This is spiritual alignment at work. When God begins to elevate you, He rearranges everything around you. The workplace that once felt hostile will suddenly feel small compared to where God is taking you. And then comes the most powerful part of this prophetic shift: divine recognition. People will begin to see what God has seen in you all along. Your gifts, your wisdom, your resilience, your leadership, everything that made others jealous will become the very things that draw honor toward you. You will be recognized in places where you were once overlooked. Your contributions will be seen. Your abilities will be acknowledged. Your presence will no longer be ignored. But remember this, chosen one. Recognition is not the peak, it is the beginning. Because God is preparing you for greater influence. You may find yourself stepping into roles you never expected. You may be given responsibilities that match your spiritual maturity. You may be led toward new opportunities, new environments, or even new callings. The shift coming into your life will not limit you. It will expand you beyond what you can currently imagine. There is also a prophetic cleansing happening inside you. The jealousy you faced has taught you not to tie your worth to people's opinions. It has forced you to rely on God, not validation. It has strengthened your spirit, sharpened your mind, and deepened your faith. Every attack has prepared you for where God is taking you next. You are stepping into a season where you will no longer question why people treated you the way they did. You will thank God for it, because without that treatment, you would not be ready for this elevation. Chosen one, the shift coming into your life is a divine repositioning. God is placing you exactly where you need to be. He is aligning you with purpose, power, and prosperity. The jealousy you have endured is the last test before your breakthrough. The spiritual attacks were the final confirmation that you are stepping into a higher level. You are entering a season where everything that once worked against you will work for you, where every jealous voice will be silenced, where every setback will turn into momentum, where every insecurity you once felt will transform into confidence. You are entering a season where the prophecy over your life begins to manifest clearly and undeniably. Chosen one, prepare yourself. The shift is already happening, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what God is unfolding for you. Now, chosen one, take a moment and breathe this in. Drop one word in the comments that captures the transformation you're choosing right now. One word that represents your energetic signature to the quantum field. This isn't casual. This is you declaring your frequency to the universe. Consider sharing this message with someone who needs to understand why they've been experiencing resistance. When you share quantum consciousness principles like these, you're not just passing along information. You're activating an energetic ripple that expands collective awareness, creates synchronicities in both your reality and theirs, and accelerates the manifestation timeline for everyone involved. Your act of sharing reinforces your own understanding while helping another chosen one recognize their path. Chosen one, now that you've heard this message in its fullness, take a moment to breathe and let it settle into your spirit. Everything you've been experiencing, every strange interaction, every jealous glance, every silent attack, none of it was random. It was divine confirmation. You are walking a path that few are chosen to walk. You carry a spiritual weight that others cannot understand, and a divine calling that others cannot handle. Their jealousy did not appear to discourage you. It appeared to reveal you. It showed you your strength. It showed you your anointing. It showed you your purpose. Understand this clearly. Jealousy is the enemy's reaction to your destiny. The more chosen you are, the more resistance you attract. But every bit of that resistance is powerless against the protection of God. You were not placed in that environment to be broken. You were placed there to rise, to learn, to discern, and to prepare for the next level of your calling. What others see as opposition, heaven sees as preparation. Walk forward now with confidence. Do not shrink. Do not dim your radiance. Do not hide your gifts. You were chosen to stand out. You were chosen to shift atmospheres. You were chosen to illuminate darkness simply by being who you are. And every jealous spirit that has tried to come against you will soon witness the elevation God reserved for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Not just to stay connected, but to stay coherent. Subscribe to remain aligned with this frequency as we continue exploring the intersection of consciousness and reality. The more of us who embody this truth, the more the world reflects that truth back. What you're experiencing right now as a chosen one isn't just about workplace dynamics. It's about understanding how your consciousness is being selected for a quantum shift that's already underway. There's something critical you need to understand about why certain people can sense your elevation before it fully manifests. And it has everything to do with how reality selection actually works. Watch Quantum Earth is already selecting the 1%. You made the cut. To discover why you're attracting both resistance and recognition simultaneously, and how this jealousy is actually confirmation that you've already been chosen by the quantum field for ascension. The mechanics of this selection process will completely transform how you navigate these spiritual attacks. Chosen one, thank you for being here. May God's peace surround you. May His wisdom guide you, and may His protection follow you everywhere you go.